What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be replacing the shift knob in this 23 Kona N with the Billetworkz auto adapter. This process is also going to be the same for the Elantra N and the Veloster N. It's a pretty straightforward install, so let's get into it. The first thing we need to do is pop the shift boot from the trim. If you don't have a trim removal tool, you can add it to your order at billetworkz.com. You're going to take your trim tool in between the boot and the trim here, and I like to pull up on the boot at the same time. I found starting near the corner can help get it popped out quicker. And we'll just get it popped out like that. And we're going to pull the boot up until it reveals 2 tabs on each side. Once the shift boot is pulled up, you're going to need 2 small flatheads. There is going to be a tab on each side. Take your flathead and get behind the tab and pry it out on each side. While those are held up, you're going to pry up on the shift knob assembly. Like that. It can be a little snug sometimes, so you might have to give it a good little yank, but it will come off like that. Now we have to separate the boot from the shift knob, and we're going to do the opposite of prying on the tabs. We're actually going to push in on the tabs that are in on each side, and whenever you do that, you will then push down on the boot retainer that you see in here. So you would push in on each one of those until it slides back, and then you would separate the boot retainer from the shift knob, and then take the shift knob out from the boot and put the shift knob to the side, and we'll hang on to the boot. Now that we have the shift boot by itself, we're going to slide it back over the shift selector. We're not going to clip the boot into place. We're just going to shove it all down like that. You're then going to take your Billetworkz auto adapter, slide it on over. And for this, you want it to just rest on top of the plunger. You're not going to push it down. You're just going to have it sit right on top. If you also have a shift knob with an engraving, this is where you would line up the engraving. But with the hybrid here, I just want the B to be straight in front, so I got that lined up. We will take our Allen key and we'll go ahead and snug up the set screws. So these adapters are a little thick, so it might feel like you're screwing your set screw in forever, but keep going, it'll get tight eventually, I promise. And then for this back one, I can reach it like this, but if it does make your life a little bit easier, go ahead and put the car into accessory mode and push the pedal down and shift into reverse or neutral to access this 4th set screw in the back. Get this last set screw snugged up. We're going to push it back up into park, turn the car back off. Now we just need to attach the boot to the auto adapter, so we're going to take our shift boot and slide it up and over, taking our time. And we're going to get it nice and flush, make sure it's not rolled. Take our zip tie. Once the zip tie is started, we will then hold the boot flush, making sure that all the stitching is straight, and start tightening it down. And then the zip tie is going to sit in the crease that was on the auto adapter, so just take your time and make sure it's sitting in there. All the stitching straight. I'll go ahead and snug up the zip tie and make sure she's all good to go. Now that the zip tie is all snugged up and the boot's good to go, we'll trim off the excess. So I was going to put the boot down and park and how it is, and I noticed that when I got down here it was actually kind of being a little wonky, so I'm going to actually put the car into neutral for this. So I'm just going to do what we did earlier, put it like that. Oh yeah, that makes life a lot easier. Sorry for the beeping. We're going to keep folding it over, make sure everything is all clean, and snap the boot back into place. Put it back into park. And one thing we'll do, we'll just double check functionality, just make sure everything works. So as of right now, I'm in park. I can't get into reverse. I got to push down to get into reverse. I can then drop it into neutral and drop it into drive. And for this, I can then go from drive up to neutral, but I should not be able to get back into reverse unless I push down. I'm in reverse, I can't get into park unless I push down, and now I am in park and I can't get back out of it. So it functions as it should, and I would say that is an install complete for this Kona N. And that does it, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out billetworkz.com to shop other parts and accessories for your Kona, Veloster, or Elantra N. And like always, we appreciate you. See you next time.